Hello, search engine hero. I'm glad to have you again. I'm happy you stayed tuned all this while. Things are about to get more and more interesting as you go down the pipeline. I hope you've been able to learn a lot so far, and then you are taking notes and maybe just putting things into practice in your own free time as well. Um, Basically, today we're going to talk about metadata, which is an important aspect of on-page SEO. So basically, what is metadata? Metadata refers to a set of background information that describes and explains the content of a website. So this data in the background helps search engine understand the content of the website or the website page. Metadata can come in different forms. A typical example of a metadata is the meta title, meta description, meta keywords, which is out of date now because search engine algorithm does not really look at the meta keywords anymore. However, it is an example of a metadata. And all of these actually influence the visibility and SEO performance in terms of click-through rates on the search engine results page. If you have a good meta description and a good metadata, chances are people are more likely to click on your website and visit your website. So these are the ways that the metadata can actually influence your SEO performance. Right. So the metadata in code, in hard code, actually looks something like this. The metadata in hard code looks like this in hard code. Right, so this is what the metadata looks like in hard code. Right, so this is what the metadata looks like in hard code. So basically, you would always find the metadata in the head tag of any website. But the good news is, you may be wondering already, do I have to write code every other time? I did not really want to learn how to code. I just want to do SEO, and coding is not my thing. Not to worry, I'm happy to tell you that different CMS platform like WordPress actually offers a simple interface for you to enter all of this metadata into your website. So good news is you would not have to write code if you are using a CMS platform like WordPress. And I'm going to show you how that is done in a bit. But before I show you how it is done, how about we go on the search engine results page and I just explain how this data displays on the search engine results page to you. So I just went on Google and I did a quick search of SEO to see what is going to come up. And looking at this page, what you can see is the metadata. Basically, what you can see on this page is the metadata of different websites. Right. So, in the case of Digital Marketing Institute, what you would notice is that they have a meta title called "What is SEO and how does it work?" That right there is a meta title, and this right here is a meta description. So this is a meta title, and this right here is the meta description. And the same applies for every other website on this page. Basically, that is what the meta title is, and that is what the meta description is. Now you know uh, what the meta description is and what the meta title is. So going into how to actually implement this, how to put your meta title and your metadata into your website. How do you do that? So earlier on, I told you that you can write it in form of code, which can be hard coded into your website, with HTML. However, different CMS platforms like WordPress already offer the option for you to, basically enter it into the interface, and it is going to take it into the code of the page. So a typical example is what I'm showing you right now uh, with the Girls into Tech website, website. I have a plugin which has been installed already. It is called Yoast SEO. Once you install this plugin, into your WordPress, you are going to have a feature like this right at the bottom. So anytime you write content, you are going to be able to edit your meta description, your meta title, and so much more that you can actually edit with this particular plugin. But basically, that is how you impute your metadata with WordPress. And in terms of add code, you can write it in form of HTML as well. If your website is not using a CMS platform. All right, so that's the end of this particular video, and I'll catch you in the next lesson.